Hello everyone and welcome to Wrestling Ramblings with me, Terry Speller. I'm the Wrestling Superfan. Those of you who know me as the Wrestling Superfan, hello. Those who don't know me as the Wrestling Superfan, I got given that name by a wrestling promoter who I work with for Plymouth Wrestling Alliance. I'll talk about that later on. Right now though, I want to go straight into the first topic, or the main topic of conversation, and that's a rumour that I've heard that John Cena wants to face Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. Oh my god, why? Do we honestly think that this is going to be any good at all? Cena has been built up to be Super Cena, who is unstoppable, can withstand every bit of punishment given to him. Do we honestly think that Hulk Hogan, who's got a worse moveset, can beat Cena? Even back in the day, there would be a question of not sure. Nowadays, even though it's predetermined, even though it is essentially quotations fake, and we know what's going to happen to a degree, there is no possibility in any form of logic or suspension of disbelief that we believe that Hogan could win against Cena, because Hogan can't do any of his moves anymore. He can't do an atomic leg drop because it might break his back. He can't do the running forearm that he uses in Japan because he can't run. He can't lift, and Cena's going to just be able to walk all over him, because Cena's coming across as this super guy who's super strong and can take all this punishment. So, in all fairness, even if Hogan could do a running leg drop now, an atomic leg drop, it's such a used move and a weak move that Cena would just pop up. There would be no fans, none of the kids, nothing would sit there and go, "Oh dear, he's going to lose." It just wouldn't happen. And in all fairness, Hogan has had his day. Hogan is too much. He sucked the life out of TNA, and look at the position TNA is in now. If he goes back to WWE, he ain't going to have a chance to suck the life out of it, because he ain't going to be put in that position, or a position of authority. But it's not going to give him any more money, and it's not going to give him any more of a boost in the fans. In all fairness, WWE and TNA is dying out. It's starting to drop, and it's not fun, and that will be a subject for another show. The other subject I want to raise right now, but first let's go back to Cena. Sorry, the Cena-Hogan thing I think is just a no. Even for a marquee match, it's just going to be crap. The only way it could work possibly is have Hogan in someone's corner versus Cena. Don't have Hogan versus Cena in a match one-on-one, because it just ain't going to work. Cena is not good enough to carry Hogan through a match, and it's just not going to work. And I don't know how they're going to build it, because they can't build it along the film route, because they did that with Rock versus Cena, and that's been done to death now, because we've had John Cena versus The Rock 1 and John Cena versus The Rock 2, and the 2 wasn't that great. So Hogan versus Cena is going to be even worse. So anyway, that's my little rant about that, and how I just think it shouldn't happen. The other thing I wanted to say is, if you are a wrestling fan, and I mean a true wrestling fan, none of the entertainment crap, just want to see good wrestling, NXT is probably your best option from America, or Ring of Honor. Occasionally is too much of a spot fest, but they do have some good wrestling. The best thing I could recommend is if you live in England, look for any local wrestling promotions in your area. Look at UK wrestling. It is fantastic. The scene is huge down here at the moment. There are wrestling promotions coming up and popping up all over the place all the time. Granted, yeah, a good 50-40% of them are absolute crap. But on the other hand, there are a few really, really good ones. If you live up country, up in like the north side of the North Way, PCW, Preston City Wrestling, great promotion, huge, always got people in. Look at them, go there. And then you've got New Breed. There's loads around London, in that area, in the Midlands and things like that. But if you come down the southwest, this is where I am. And this is what I know the best at the moment. If you come down the southwest, you have DCW, you have DWA, you have Pro EVW, you've got LEP, you've got Pride, and you've got PWA, which is what I'm a part of. Now, PWA is Plymouth Wrestling Alliance. Fantastic company. I work with them. I'm the ring announcer for them. I've been lucky enough to work with some fantastic UK talent, and I've also managed to meet some great American talent as well. I spent 3 hours in a car with the American wrestler and ECW legend Kid Cash. Really, just a guy to pick the brains of and enjoy every moment of sitting there listening to him talk. And I was lucky enough that he bought me a Big Mac, so I've actually can put him down in one of my life as a tick to the box. And hopefully in May, when we get to these other two guys down, I've been told that I can chat to them and hopefully spend some time with them, which will be fantastic. So, yeah, that's one thing I was going to say. Yeah, plug the show. May 4th, Plymouth Guildhall. You need to go and see it. It's the PWA 5th anniversary show. There are 2 TNA stars coming down and a special guest MC, which is John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem. And also I'm going to be MCing as well. So if you want to meet me or these guys, come down and watch it. It's going to be a fantastic show. 5-year anniversary for PWA. It's going to be just a night to remember in a fantastic setting. Plymouth Guildhall is a lovely venue. Anyway, yeah, so back to UK talent. So yeah, you need to look at UK wrestling at the moment. There are some absolutely fantastic wrestlers who either need to go to that next level and get noticed and go to America, or wrestlers who it's an absolute crime that they've never got the chance and maybe will never get the chance. I'll start with the people who I think need to get this chance. And I won't go for a huge list, I'll just name a few names off the top of my head. Especially in the Southwest. And in the Southwest as a special, the one off the top of my head who I could pick out of in a room is a guy called the Shark, Chris Andrews. He is it. He has got, if you've got a look that you screams American look, Chris Andrews is it. He is built like a brick shithouse. He has a moveset that is really, really good for a guy his size. He moves fantastically for a guy his size. And he's like a young, but better, with personality, Lex Luger. And he's someone you have to look out for. And he's got the look that girls love as well. So he's the total, for again, the Lex Luger reference, he is the total package in British wrestling, especially in the Southwest. This guy is fantastic, and he's a nice guy who has a fantastic work ethic. Another guy off the top of my head, the winner, PJ Jones. The gimmick alone is amazing. You can put him in any match against anyone and he will get a reaction from the crowd that is fantastic. The crowd will boo the crap out of him, and he's just simply a gimmick of the winner, an egotistical prick, but it comes across so well. And again, in real life, behind the scenes, nice guy. So yeah, there are another one off the top of my head is a guy called the UK Dominator. He's a fantastic heel. I've been around for a while as far as I'm aware, and done pretty much everything in the Indies. But why he's never been seen by someone else and moved to the next level in America and just been seen and brung into the spotlight is beyond me. He's one of those wrestlers who, how can I explain this? You have a wrestler, there's a certain type of wrestler out there who you know everything they do. You know what their gimmick is, you know what they're going to say, you know what moves they're going to do, and you know how they're going to perform in a match. You've got one sort who you look at and you think, it's boring, it's predictable, don't like it. And then the other ones who do exactly the same thing, but you watch them and wait and hope that you get to see what you've seen before, because you enjoyed it so much the first time and the second time and the third time that you want to see it again. You want to see how he's going to come out because you've seen it before and you enjoy it, and that's what is part of the show. A true great wrestler is someone who can almost be repetitive, but be repetitive in a way that everyone wants to see it. They're not bored of it, and this is something the UK Dominator is very good at. He pulls out something new all the time, but the overall product that he brings is fantastic. But you've seen it before, but it doesn't matter because you want to see it again, and you want to see him do it again and again and again and again. And he does some fantastic matches, and he usually has match of the night, if not in every promotion he's in, if not he has one of the better matches on the card. You even no matter what, you come away from a match that you've seen UK Dominator in and think that was a good match. I enjoyed that, and he always makes the guy his versus look just fantastic, 100 times better. But those are three off the top of my head who I think are fantastic, who are well overdue, or well overdue of being pushed to the next level, or is a crime that they haven't been. And UK Dominator unfortunately falls into that bracket of it's a crime that he's never got further than he has. And if I could turn back the clock and was an agent for WWE or TNA, especially TNA and ROH, I think he'd be fantastic in them. I would sign him in an instant. PJ Jones can go anywhere and he'll be fantastic. Chris Andrews, if he got signed for WWE, I would not be surprised, and he would do fantastically well in. And like I say, these are three guys off the top of my head who pretty much works extensively in the Southwest, who are fantastic and you need to see. But yeah, these are my little qualms, these are my little ramblings, and if you enjoyed this and you like listening to my voice, which, trust me, I don't half the time, then please follow me on Twitter at the Crunch_UK. Click like on our Facebook page. We are the Crunch. This has been a Crunch presentation. If you like what you like here, then you might like our other podcast, which is just me and my mate Rich, just basically rambling crap about life and games, TV, movies, everything. If you enjoyed that, then there's also going to be videos of us playing games and chatting about the games as we go. There might be movie reviews in the future, and there might even be short films. But if you enjoy it and you like it, please subscribe, like, and share. And this is the Wrestling Ramblings. I am the Wrestling Superfan, Terry Speller. Hope you enjoy it, and if I don't see you on here, please, like I say, May 4th, Plymouth Guildhall in Devon, in the UK. It's going to be a fantastic wrestling show. And also, as like I said earlier, look out for any local wrestling promotions in your area and go and see them. One, they need the money, and second of all, you'll have a bloody good time too. But like I say, this is the end of the podcast. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to speak to you all again soon. Take care and peace.